Join us in Ho Chi Minh City, otherwise known as Saigon, Vietnam. Ho Chi Minh City is the largest city in Vietnam. Its 5 million inhabitants are rushing headlong into modernization, bringing the rest of Vietnam with it. Life in Ho Chi Minh was not always so hectic. Saigon, as it was known back then, used to be the capital of French Indochina, and their architectural influence can still be seen in the city's old district. One of the best preserved colonial buildings is the post office, still in use today. Isn't it interesting, in the map, you see the little clumps of rice, where the rice fields would be. There's a big cross where the church would be, I suppose. Even without the map, the church right across the street is hard to miss. It's a popular place to have your photo taken for both tourists and locals. Notre Dame Cathedral was built in 1877. Each brick was brought over from Marseille, France. Pretty amazing when you think about it. A lot of bricks. Still standing today, right here in Saigon. The Vietnam we know today began right here, April 30th, 1975, when revolutionary forces came crashing right through that gate. Renamed as the Reunification Palace, the building has been left as a memorial of that day, a living snapshot of Vietnam in the 1970s. These chairs do not look comfortable. I don't know where you put your feet. And if you have a coffee in front of you, you have to reach over to get it. The basement of the palace is an eerie reminder of the last days of the government of South Vietnam. The reinforced concrete bunker is still crammed with the original logistic and communications equipment used by the president and his allies. Even though it's only been 25 years, you can still feel the history in this place. Another reminder of the American War are the Cu Chi tunnels. I couldn't do it. There's no way. It's impossible.
When he will attack, he will get inside this guy and close it, and he disappear inside. Okay.
All right, Steven.
Oh,
Cool, man.
are you okay?
Am I in the forces?
Yeah.
That's
You are a hero. Hero of the tunnel.
The area of Cu Chi during the war was under constant bombardment. The citizens took to living underground and became experts in blending weapons with their natural surroundings. Oh, man. That's nasty. Check this out. The deeper you go, the more of those things come out.
Can you manage?
Ah, it's big enough, no problem. Going in. Oh, man. It's estimated that there were more than 250 kilometers of these tunnels, housing tens of thousands of people. Can you imagine living like this? I can't.
Okay.
No way.
No way.
Can't fit. Just can't do it.
Can't do it.
Towel's all dirty. It's just bringing 2 towels. knee pads, sense of humor, and lose weight quickly. Don't eat for a few days before you go in. You know, that's the one that's for the tourists. That's the bigger one. There's a smaller one for the Vietnamese. Man.
You wanna go down meeting room?
This is the kitchen, and they call it a smokeless kitchen. The reason is that build a fire here and cook everything, but the smoke, they would have a tunnel just for the smoke, would go about 100 meters away, and the smoke would come up there. So when the planes were flying overhead and they would see some smoke, they'd be bombing the wrong place. Pretty amazing. Modern Ho Chi Minh City has come a long way since then and hasn't looked back. It's a city full of excitement. And if excitement's what you crave, check out some of the local nightlife. This is Saigon Water Park, Ho Chi Minh City's #1 family attraction. Come out here on the water slides and go into the wave pool. Just mingle with the locals. It's a great place to hang out. A great place to bring the kids and escape the frantic energy of the city. The park is located in the city's suburbs along the Saigon River. It's also a favorite place for the locals to beat the heat and take a break. We were ready to leave the city behind. We talked to the U.S. Consul, Charles Ray, to find out what to expect.
I don't really know how to describe it other than to say I grew up on a farm in Texas where in a little town you walk down the street and everybody says hi. And in some ways that's Vietnam. You walk down the street in Ho Chi Minh City and everybody says hi. Warm, friendly people. I can't overstate, and I've traveled all over Asia, and I cannot overstate how incredibly outgoing and approachable and friendly the Vietnamese people are. If you are looking for beautiful scenery, and this is a country where almost every corner you turn, there's a picture postcard waiting to be taken. Some really beautiful scenery from the Delta to the Central Coast, the Central Highlands. Once you come here, you get hooked on the place. It's really an incredibly nice place. It's just you have to understand that some places are still not quite air-conditioned and the pillows are very thin, but it's still worthwhile.
Coming up next, we leave the city for the exotic waterways of Vietnam's Mekong Delta.